said, okay, I'll think about it. And you know, you're doing that fake smiling, you know, on the other end, but you're really like not, you're pissed off. Hello everybody. So let's just get right into the story time. I don't want to waste your time because I have this story I want to tell you and how important it is to say no. As a teacher, it is important that you take care of you, because at the end of the day, nobody but the good Lord cares. Okay? Nobody but the good Lord. So I want to talk to you guys about the time that I had to say no with accepting getting another student in my class. So if you know me, you know that I am a very loving, respectful, kind teacher. Like, students mean everything to me. I want them to have the best education experience that they can have when they come to me. And so I had to refuse to have a kid brought into my classroom, and this is the reason why. So you might want to get you some popcorn, something to drink, nightcap, I don't know, whatever you drink, water, and let's chat. So let's start off with, if you're new here, my name is Miss May. I teach in Houston, Texas. I'm known for being a very good classroom management type teacher, building relationships with my students. Like, I create a cozy, fun, loving environment, and not with just stuff, but I mean, that helps, but it's really with how I am with kids, just how I flow with them and how I act with them. So with that being said, I'm known to get a lot of kids who have behavior issues, who have the behavior problems. And I don't mind that because I like the challenge. I do. This particular year, I'm not going to say when this happened. At 2 different schools, I've had 4 different principals, and like 5 different assistant principals. So I'm not even going to go there and who it was and all that, but I want to share my story. So this particular year, I had like a handful of kiddos who had behavior issues, and then I had one kiddo who had an explosive behavior issue. And it was like this kid who was explosive, it was like having 5 kids in one, just being honest. And it was a hard beginning of the year, because he would test me to see how far he could go. I was trying to figure out ways to help him. Like, it was rough. It was in the beginning. It was rough. But I will say, like, I love the kid. Love him to this day. You know, he would still find me at school and want to give me hugs, and he'll tell people to this day I'm his favorite teacher. And it just means a lot to me. So, anywho, have this kiddo who was very, very explosive. Things started getting really great by mid-year. Okay, so mid-year, we have a smooth sailing. It's going good. So I get approached by someone who says, we really think it, you know, it would be great if this particular kid could come into your room for the remainder of the semester, because blah, 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 blah. Okay. Would you please think about it? Okay. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. I didn't say yes right off the bat. I was like, no, you know what? I am going to think about it. Let me think about it, because this particular year, y'all, I was so mentally and physically just stressed, and just, it was tough. It was very hard. And so I remember going to my brother's house for dinner and having dinner with my family. And I went into my brother's closet. I was like, no, I'm not going to have dinner until I tell her no. I thought about it on the way to my brother's, and I was just like, you know what? This isn't, no. So I call, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to just say no, and this is why. So I didn't, and to me, I don't feel like I should have to explain. You shouldn't have to explain. If it's a no, it's a no. Like, I don't need to have this long, drawn out story. But I did give this quick little no. I meant, and all I said was, mentally I can't. I know mentally and physically I cannot deal with another behavior issue. I can't. Enough is enough. And I feel like this is the problem with teachers voicing how enough is enough, and administration isn't listening to their teachers. This is why we have teachers leaving. We have kids that are just off the chain and nobody is listening when we express we need help, or we need to express when we have to express like some ideas and nobody's really listening to us. It's like, deal with it, deal with it. No, I'm not gonna deal with it. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna tell you kindly, no. And remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I respectfully said, no, I can't, and here is why. Because physically and mentally, and you know what I've been through, I cannot pile on another child in my room with behavior problems. I can't, not this year. Because y'all, typically it's not a big deal. I'll take them, whatever, let's do this, okay? But this particular year, I was going through at work and at home. So two different areas in my life I was struggling, and nobody cares. What I've realized, nobody cares. Here's why. So when I said no and the reasons why, oh, I understand. Can you just think about it, sleep on it, and let me know tomorrow? What? If I just told you no and I'm trying to express to you why, and you're not accepting that, that's a problem. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, that was a time where it kind of hurt. Like, wow, you don't really care about how I'm feeling mentally. The problem here is that teachers are just, they're almost like punching bags, just give, do it, give, do it. And it's like at some point, enough is enough. So I said, okay, I'll think about it. And you're doing that fake smiling, on the other end, but you're really like not, you're pissed off. So I said, okay, but I already know if I told you no now, 9 hours from now, I'm still gonna tell you no. But okay, you want me to sleep on it. So y'all, the next day, someone else approached me to their office, and said, hey, you would be really good. And, they try to sell you this, how great you are, and blah, blah, blah. And, try to fill your bucket up real good, which I appreciate. But at the same time, don't try to play me. Okay, please don't. But anyway, and I just told them, I said, no, this is why. Like, I'm trying to express to y'all, Miss May, this isn't my year. Like, I'm struggling. Mentally and physically, I'm struggling. And I'm trying to tell you, my room is flowing. I got it to where it's supposed to be now. You want to add another addition onto my pile, and at that time, it was like I had 23 kids. No. So long story short, y'all, I gave them the no, and I felt like there was a little bit of shadiness going on, just a little bit, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But at the same time, I didn't care either. I was very proud of myself for saying no, because I used to be that teacher, especially in the beginning, where I'm like, oh, yes, I'll do. Oh, yes, I'll do. Oh, yes. Tip, can you join the committee? Yes. Can you do this for me? Yes. Miss May, can you stay after school? Yes. It was always yes. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to burn yourself out with always saying yes. It is okay to protect your peace. And if someone has an attitude or treats you differently because you are protecting your peace, then that's a problem they have. Because I have learned in my career, and I have taught for quite some time, that it is okay to say no. And that's what this story time is really all about for y'all. To say no and be okay with it. Sometimes is it hard to say no? You're darn right it is. But at the same time, my health is more important to me than any job. Because if I'm not mentally or physically healthy, how in the heck am I going to go somewhere and work and try to teach some children? It's not going to happen. So I can't stress enough to you the power of saying, no, not this time. No, not this time. It's okay. It is okay. And if you have administration who are understanding that way, you hit the jackpot. That's why we have so many teachers, I feel like, leaving, because we have so many other issues we have to deal with. Behavior, number one, and then it's like the academic comes, and then when you're not getting support that you need, you're getting the help that you need. Oh, just keep trying. Oh, just keep doing this. Oh, just keep doing. It's not right, y'all. It's not. So I'm just being real with you today and honest with you that it's okay to say no. I'm not saying say no all the time and do nothing and no, you know, you want to pull your weight. You want to be a team player. Yes. But there are times where it is okay, where you say no and don't feel bad about it. Because at the end of the day, I look at it this way. There can never be a Miss May. There can never be a you. And I can be replaced. Yes. A body can come into my classroom and replace me, but there will never be a Miss May. And at the end of the day, I can go home and sleep well at night. And I don't ever want to have this attitude like, I can't be replaced. I can. My body physically can be replaced. Can somebody be like me? No. They can't replace me that way. But I never want to come across as cocky. Because I've worked with people who can be cocky. I'm all that. I'm all that attitude. Been teaching 5 minutes. You know, or you have the true vet teacher thinks they all that because they've been teaching 100 minutes, and there's like I'm not one or the other. I've been teaching a long time, but I feel like I can learn from anybody, whether you're a first year teacher or a 30-40 year teacher. You're a teacher. So I'm very humble in that aspect. I don't think I'm all that when it comes to that at all, but I do have enough strength to know that it's okay for me to say no, because at the end of the day, I know only one person that got me, and that's my Lord and Savior at the end of the day. So be mindful of your no's and be mindful of saying okay, because I'll be honest too, I feel like if I tell you no, I don't need to give you an explanation or a story. Like if I say no, I say no. But at the time, I felt like I needed to say this is why, because they know I'm not that person that would be like, no, I don't want that kid. It wasn't I didn't want the kid, it's I didn't want the extra behavior. I couldn't handle that at that moment in my life, in my career. I just could not. And I knew it. I knew it. It wasn't that. It was, ew, that kid, ew, I don't like. No, it was not that. It was the behavior that I could not add to my equation that I just got going smooth. I just couldn't do it. And they knew that. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to say to y'all. Like, be mindful of your no's. It's okay to say no, even if you're a first year teacher. Get on some committees. Get your name out there. Show them what you got, but don't overdo it. Trying to be super teacher. Don't overdo it, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't get a bonus for it. You don't get an extra credit. You know, don't overdo it. And I'm not saying do it for those things, but it's okay to say no. Your mental health is more important. Always remember that. So that's my advice to y'all today. Don't forget to always pray, because God will truly always make a way. Love you.